Hey, Mom. Thank you. I did. And I've already used most of it. Oh, it told me it was going to notify you. Sorry about that. Yeah, I pre-ordered a game that I've been keeping an eye on. That's supposed to come out in like a week and a half, 2 weeks. I bought a spooky game, and I bought what's the exact name of it? Because you're gonna laugh. I bought the Cowabunga collection for Ninja Turtles, which is like it's either 11 or 14 different Ninja Turtle games. It's like all the old school like Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Game Boy Ninja Turtle games all in one. We've been talking so much about Ninja Turtles all of a sudden that when I had it, I was all like, wait a second, isn't there some Ninja Turtle game? And it was like, there's not just some Ninja Turtle game, there's almost all Ninja Turtle game. I want that. That'll take me a few days. Probably take me longer than that. Some of these games are really hard. Like the original one on the regular Nintendo. That one is like, it's in most people's top 10 hardest video games of all time kind of thing. I don't think I beat it as a kid without the Game Genie. I think the only way I beat it as a kid was with the Game Genie. That game was hard. So now that's even. Any of these trees grow up? Not yet. It'll take them another day or two. Small elevated section here. I want to dig that out. Did I already finish the other one? Double Dungeon? Yeah. There's replayability to it, but I was last night I was like, I'm already feeling the itch. It's a short game. Well, there's a lot of replayability because there's locked characters. I didn't play every zone in the game. The final boss unlocks before you play everything. But I was also starting to get the itch of playing a longer form game again. And I decided and installed what I'm going to play next. And then I got to work and I remembered I'm on call this week. So, never a good idea to start a new game when you're on call. Because, you know, you may be in the middle of learning how to do something and then you have to stop for 30 minutes to work on stuff. And it takes so much longer to get into it. I may have to stop in the middle of it. Like, what if I need to go on site somewhere? Next Monday, we'll start that. Which is kind of a bummer because as soon as I remembered, I had already told Sidian that I was going to play it because it's a game that he told me he wanted me to play. And so I already told him I was going to play it tonight. And he lives in Germany, so he's in bed, asleep. So he's not going to know that I didn't play it until he wakes up in the morning and thinks to himself, oh, I get to watch Matt play the game I want him to play. Psych! That's alright. He works a similar job to me, so he knows the whole, like, being on call stuff. He's familiar with the concept. How it can screw up starting a new game. Being on call has its ups and downs, you know? When somebody puts in an after-hours ticket, it's one of two things. It's either, oh my god, please help me, I'm kind of screwed over right now, and I really need this really bad, and then you help them, and then they're like, oh my god, you're my savior. Or the other half of it is, I can't believe I have to call you after hours. Why does your shit always suck? And it's like, you do realize I don't own Microsoft, right? It's not my fault that your Microsoft system you're trying to get into is giving you problems. If I owned Microsoft, I'd be streaming more and working less. Goddamn right. It's the whole joke. Mom, I don't run the Google. I don't know if y'all have ever seen that meme of the son like helped his mom set up her computer and made Google her homepage and stuff, and then called him like a week or two later and was all like, why did you change the Google logo? And he was like, what? She's like, I liked the original Google logo. Why did you change what it looked like? And he was like, Mom, I don't run Google. And she's like, you don't? And he's like, if I ran Google, I wouldn't drive like a 1996 Honda Civic. Always made me laugh. Moms think our sons can do everything. Well, there's some things that are just beyond our capabilities. We do appreciate the faith in our skills. Yeah, but now I'm glad Sidian didn't try to stay up late to watch me play. Because he'd have been like, alright, I'm here to watch you play Hytale. What the fuck? I would have felt real bad. We did get... Cappy had an interesting day today.
Oh, with my...
Yeah. Cappy had her first, like, real follow-up in-person appointment scheduled for, like, 2 weeks from now-ish. And, is it next week? Okay. Well, next week then.
What is it next week?
And she like logged into the doctor's website to look at it on their like scheduling portal, and it wasn't there. And so she called them today and was all like, "Hey, I'm supposed to have an appointment then?" And they were all like, "The doctor's on vacation those 2 weeks." And she was like, "I scheduled this in person." And they're like, "Well, they should have called you back to reschedule it." And it's like, "Well, they fucking didn't." So, she had a fun time of rescheduling that appointment.
Check, driven up there.
Yeah, we would have driven 2.5 hours to go to our appointment, and they would have been all like, "He's not even here this week." And we'd have been all like, "Oh, we had an appointment. What do you mean he's not here?" I mean, granted, we scheduled the appointment like 4 months ago, but it's his staff's job that if he decides to take vacation and has scheduled appointments, it's their job to call the patients back and reschedule. He didn't do that. Luckily, it wasn't too bad. It's delayed like 2 weeks now. I think it's at the end of the month instead of the first of the month. But it's not horrible. It's just I had to change schedule at work because I had the day off. Luckily, my job's really cool about that. I just told my boss, "Hey, I'm moving this day off," and he was like, "I don't care. Just put it on the calendar." This is also the same doctor. I don't think I told this story. This is the same doctor that she had like a 5 p.m. web meeting with, like over Zoom. And he didn't show up at 5. And then we left the web thing open because it said you're waiting in line to be accepted by the doctor. Meeting. And it was like 9:30 and the system finally kicked us out and was all like, "You timed out, get out of here." And we were all like, "Well, I guess we'll call him tomorrow and reschedule because we just sat here like doing whatever on our computers until it kicked me out on my second monitor, and I was like, I don't know, man. And then we called him the next day, or she called him the next day, and they were like, oh yeah, he didn't start any of those until about 10:15, 10:30, because he was stuck in like a, he had like a surgery that went like ridiculously over. We were like, we were scheduled at 5, like, I get that he had surgery, right? He had a surgery that had massive complications, and it took like 6 hours to do the surgery instead of 1. You know, we get that concept, so we're not mad. But it's also like, I hope we're not in trouble for missing the meeting. And luckily, the doctor's really cool. Like, he was like, hey, sorry, we're going to reschedule you for tomorrow, or for today, like later that day. And then when she got on the waiting room for that, he like saw her name and immediately picked her first. And was like, I'm going to get you done now. Because you waited for like 5 hours yesterday and then quit right as I started to do them.
He was apologetic, but I was
Yeah.
like, it's fine.
Yeah. He's super, and it's, the reason is he's like one of the top doctors in his field in like the country. So he's like crazy busy. He like runs his department at the hospital that he works at, which is like one of the regional hospitals in the country, like one of the countries that like the surrounding like 5 or 6 states all send their patients to and stuff. So like, he's obviously crazy busy. Although if we get there and we say, how was your vacation? And he says, it was great. I was in Osaka for the sumo tournament.
Oh, man.
We're going to be so, you went to the sumo tournament, you son of a bitch. You could have taken us with you. I got this piggy is just this baby piggy is just standing there watching me dig stuff. She's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" Dig dirt. Could I make one of these things? I'm short by 1 ingot. Maybe I should go try to find an iron ingot. It'd probably be probably be faster if I went and stole it from somebody than and tried to go mining for it. Can't go there. I don't think I went there. Go there. Where is that? East. See the marker on my compass. What the hell? Yeah, because I got a bit of digging to do to get this all relatively level. So I need to go get a need to go get some iron. so that I can actually even it out, or make the thing to do the stuff so I can make more of the things. Scripting. Cross another river. Okay. Right here? Yep. Oh, that troll just killed himself. Walking on fire. There's iron. This can go on my head. That. I don't really need this. Salt. Drop some dirt for salt. I'll drop one thing for that. Those candles are worth. Wanted to make sure I had his memory, and apparently I do. Alright, let's get out of here. I got the one iron I needed. That's what I want. I want the life essence. I want the wheat. Oh, what's up, Matthew? How are you, sir? Man, we are doing a solid okay. Right, I want to make some chests. Let's make... Oh. Duh. This? It's... How do I make a backpack? I'm gonna need that soon. Here? More iron. Medium leather. I have heavy and light and no medium. Awesome. Who, what, where? There you are. Alright. Back to work. Let's get all the dirt out of here. It's getting down to the point where it's mostly stone because it's a hill. Trying to figure out how I'm going to build my house too. I could just do the same thing I did before, but I kind of want to mix it up. Try something new. How long have I been doing this streaming thing for? I don't know. How long have you been subbed, Mom? 7 years-ish? Seems about right. Something like that. That seems about accurate. What keeps me consistent? Playing what I want to. Probably. Having a lot of chill people that just want to hang out and have fun and not worrying about chasing fads or trends or anything. Oh, shnikes. Well,
Oh, oh my God.
yeah, that's a thing.
Okay.
I was gonna build my house here on top of an Indian burial ground. Jesus.
Oh, they don't have glass yet.
They don't have glass,
But they
no.
have glass. You can put them on top and have a glass.
Oh, dude, that would be sick. Yeah, make a glass floored house. Be looking down into that cave. That would be sick. Yeah, I've had people pop in the past and be all like, "Why aren't you more popular?" And I'm like, "Because I don't care." This also isn't my full-time job, which is also why I'm not like worried about any of this. If it was my full-time job, I'd probably be more concerned with doing stuff like that so that you could stay popular and make money and stuff like that, but I just do this for fun. I'm gonna play video games anyway, so I might as well entertain 5 or 6 people while I do it. Oh god, I almost fell in that hole. Oh Jesus, my butthole like clenched up so tight just then. I gotta write that down. I gotta make sure to install those games I got today. Oh, that's broke. Yeah, there are dozens of us. Yo, what's up, Lucid? There's one of the other dozens of people. Did you get my message earlier? I have one of them. That's so far down. Where does it go? Yep. Is it connected to this over here? Where is it? Here it is. Probably connected to this, if I had to guess. Ah, screw it. Ow, my legs. Oh, it's not. Or at least not directly. I didn't bring any food with me. Rip. I broke all my ankles, all 3 of them. Hello? Wait, I'm pretty sure this is where... Hold on. Okay. Okay. I mean, I guess they are inadvertently with, like, the first 2 DLC being included. At least in the deluxe. Oh! You know what? I have dirt on me. I'm out. I mean, I know that's not an important email, but otherwise, if I don't read it, it's gonna constantly be highlighted over there. Didn't it say it would have multiplayer in the demo? I think it said multiplayer is in their plans, but I want to say it said it wasn't going to be available upon release. I do remember something about that, though. Why is it putting... Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button, that's why. Yeah, okay, that's correct then. Interesting. Wait, it says interact with Piggy. What does that mean? Oh! I pet the piggy and he said he wanted a pumpkin. Look. I pet the
I
piggy.
believe you are.
Pumpkin.
Not a pumpkin.
I could bring it to one of those piggies and they'd be all like, ooh, I like you. You got pumpkin.
Now suddenly doing more farming is. Well,
They did say that this update was introducing the basic taming options. Like, it's not fully in the game yet, but they're putting parts of it in. to like feel it out, see how it works. You can ride horses, no saddle required. That's correct. Kind sir, are you being number one? No. Most certainly not number one. But I am chilling. So I got that going for me. Sage. That's okay, I guess. I did buy the Cowabunga Ninja Turtles collection on Steam today. Looking forward to that. That'll be fun. Who wants to watch me get really, really fucking mad at the NES Ninja Turtles? Thought I was going to say the TMNT Magic cards? No. The NES one is a doozy? Yeah, it is. I owned it as a kid growing up. I know how hard that game is. That game sucks. Actually, that game is awesome, but it also sucks. Okay. You rented it, you just don't remember it. Well, I can pretty much guarantee if you rented it, you absolutely did not beat that game. That game did not give a crap about your feelings. It does have my favorite Ninja Turtles game in it, though. Just Turtles in Time. Oh, that game is so good. And some of the games have Steam multiplayer. I don't remember which ones, but... I want to say Turtles in Time was one of them. Oh, Mom, did you see that Slay the Spire 2 had their first trailer today? Or yesterday, I think? Here, hold on. I'll send you a link to it real quick. It looked really good. Nope. Where's Mom? There she is. It's going into early access next week. So keep in mind that like a lot of stuff will probably change. But it's nice that they're actually like, we're getting close. We're getting people to start playing it and testing it now. Their first early access didn't actually go for that long. I think it went for like maybe a year. And then the game was out. All right. That's flat. Oh, hey, thanks, Lucid. Nah, don't worry about it. Now I'm gonna break into that cave again. Matter of when, if I'll fall down. doing its. That's done. Oh, why did I hit that button? I want to hit this. Off. That way everyone can tell that it's your boy Donatello out here. Isn't it a little disturbing? You're like, I'm seeing Donatello without a shell. This looks weird. Is that a mod? No, you can design your own character. It's like, wait, hold on, quick to main menu. My avatar. Just design them, you know? Skin color. Or that's clothing color. This is skin color. You know? And you can have multiples, so like you just toggle which one you want to play as that day. I want to play as me. So I saw they had green skin and they had this stuff that you can make purple. They had this mask in the game, which is like, I think it's glasses technically. Glasses? Yeah, it's glasses. It's the bandit mask, so I made that purple. And I was like, they've got armbands, I'll make those purple. Kind of looks like the shoulder pads. Like, this is perfect. Now I just need a shell, and then I looked around and I couldn't find anything that looked like a shell. Like, jacket. Give it time. Oh, yeah. They had to have known when they put these bands in the game that people were going to make Ninja Turtles. Right? It just goes well. They're also supposed to eventually add backpacks. Like, the backpack exists in game as an item that you can create, but there's no physical appearance for the backpack. And they're supposed to be adding that in eventually. So if you just imagine this, but then I would be wearing a backpack, which would kind of look like a shell. Weird, I've lost. Afraid I've lost some of the sound effects. Holy shit! God, it respawned me right next to them. Jesus Christ. Well, that happened. Also, Lucid, the new sumo rankings came out today. And the smacking sound effect is gone again. What the heck is going on? Hold on. Let me just restart the game completely. Speaking of sounds, did you change the eating or drinking sounds in 7 days? No, I didn't. Crap. Hold on, let me write that down. I'm going to keep forgetting. And I have a... What are these notes from? What the heck? Oh, okay, that's from that game. Okay, I wrote that down. Thank you, Mom. Did I post them what yet? Did I post what yet? Sorry. Sumo rankings? God, if I was in charge of the sumo rankings? Do you mean the fantasy sumo? No, we haven't done that yet. We'll probably do that, like, this weekend or something.
Yeah. Sean's big.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about. I said they came out today? Yeah. Here, I'll send you a link. There you go. That defaults to the top division, but you can change the divisions. There's like a drop-down menu to change what division you're looking at.